Hello everybody and welcome to JCPW Warfare. Now this is going to be the first of two uploads today because we are uploading the semi-finals and final of the VWU Tournament Tournament Qualifier. Basically what's that? I was approached by VWU to attend a tournament and bring one of my superstars in, but I didn't know what to use, so I put this tournament together. We're going to go straight into it with our opening match. So ladies and gentlemen, check out who's coming out first in our opening match for our first semi-final. So as I said, we are here with our opening match of the tournament. Well, it's not the opening match, it's the semi-finals. For those who kept an eye on the JCPW channel, we did do a live stream earlier today with regards to the first round matches. But we've got this point is now the semi-finals. Our first semi-finalist is going to be representing BK4, and that is Xander Barnett. Now BK4 I've been stirring it up a little bit recently in virtual wrestling. So to have a member of that company there in this tournament probably would turn a lot of heads. So it'll be interesting to see if Barnett can go that far with it. I will apologise in advance as well if you do hear a lot of sniffing and it sounds a little bit weird. I am currently bunged up with a really crappy cold, so I'll try my best to keep up with it, and hopefully you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. That is Xander Barnett. We're going to open it up to our next opponent. His opponent, it will be and making his way to the representing the industry, it is Tiger Lee Jacobs. Now this is the newest member of the industry faction, currently headed by Vincent Lawrence. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an opportunity for I thought with regards to these people, I thought I would put in superstars or mid-card superstars or people that you don't really know, to have an opportunity to maybe make an impact and represent the company and re-propel them, push their careers as far as it can. And that's what's happening here with Tiger Lee. He wants in, he wants the tournament, he wants to get involved, and here he is. So we'll have to see how he does and how far he'll go. So here we go, the opening match. Xander Barnett, Tiger Lee Jacobs. Bell rings, and here we go. Both of them meet in the middle of the ring, and Barnett straight in with a swinging fisherman neckbreaker. Now, for those who did watch the stream, Tiger Jacobs got an absolute beating in that opening match, so he is going to be injured. And we see early pin there from Xander Barnett. Not even a 1 count, not even a 2 count, sorry. I'd like to say, Tiger Lee got an absolute beating in his opening match. It busted him open, so we just had time to stitch him up and get him back out here. But it looks like Xander Barnett was watching that match as well and realizes that there is a huge target on the head and neck of Tiger Lee. But as he comes back in, rolls out and comes back in with that STO. Front face lock into a side Russian leg sweep and rolls through. And over the Irish whip, into the corner, follows up with a beautiful flying European uppercut there. Or reverse elbow, one or the other. And obviously Tiger Lee now starting to take control. Picks Barnett up to his feet, drops him down, just drops him down. A little bit of basic wrestling there. And then goes into the atomic drop. And looks like I woke Barnett up as he just goes in there, snaps him down with the shoulders, look at that arm twist there. And followed with the half and half suplex. Barnett starting to take control of this match. But Tiger Lee able to reverse that and goes in for the pin. There's one, not even a 1, only the 1 count there. Here we go. Reversal. Irish whip into a... Oh, pulls him back and hits him with a beautiful knee there. And goes for a diving frog splash. Barnett starting to take control. Goes to the knife edge chop and drops it with another DDT to that already injured head. And neck area follows up with an elbow drop. Barnett looking confident. Follows up with his elbow drop to the knee. Barnett is starting to take control. Goes for another DT, but no. Tiger Lee able to reverse it with a shot to the knee. It's a shot to the midsection and returns the favour there. Barnett has it on his shoulders into that beautiful detonation kick. Drags him set in the ring. Go for the pin. No, doesn't go for the pin off that one. Oh, he's going to go for that swinging neck breaker. There it is. Brixton's finest. And then looking just taunting out the crowds there. Giving Tiger Lee time to recover. Is that a wise idea? But Tiger Lee able to block that one. Drops Barnett with the sunset flip. There's 1, 2. Oh, Tiger Lee foot reversal. Whoa, he's got that in tight. 2, 3. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, that is huge. That is absolutely huge. Tiger Lee reverses that sunset flip, and he had that pin in real tight. What? That is huge. Barnett had the majority of this match, and then out of nowhere, just goes to prove what wrestling's about, ladies and gentlemen. Out of nowhere, Tiger Lee able to pick up the win with a really tight pin there. Oh, we got this out look at Brixton's finest there. A beautiful neck breaker. But this is where it went wrong. Sunset flip. Yes, the 2 count, but Tiger Lee was able to reverse that. And look how tight he has that in. He is literally sitting down that one and not able to kick out. That is a huge victory for Tiger Lee, ladies and gentlemen. He moves on to the finals. Will he be the one representing JCPW? We just don't know. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a really short commercial break. Check out this thing. Check out this commercial from VWU. Who we're involved with. We will see you very soon. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, huge victory there for Tiger Lee. But we are gonna take a short break. I know I just said it, but ladies and gentlemen, please check out this commercial for VWU and what is happening, and we'll be back right after this.
Hi there, I'm Eddie Mack. You may know me as the lead voice of this, but it's not a commercial about that. Well, sort of. It's actually a commercial about this. This is Virtual Wrestling United. It is a cornucopia of leagues that bring you multi-league events, like this one we just did. Just check it out if you get the chance. As I mentioned, my league's in it, but so is this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Then I probably should keep this moving because this commercial is only a minute. The channel is home to some exclusive web matches, and it is home to the upcoming Virtual Wrestling United Search later this month. So kindly subscribe to the channel. We even gave it an easy to remember URL. It's youtube.com/Virtual Wrestling United. Oh, and don't forget to hit the bell so you can join our notification squad. Virtual Wrestling United. The future is unified.
And welcome back, everybody. Like I did say, do go check out VWU on YouTube. So much exclusive content and lots of stuff going up on that one. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to our next semi-final. Here we go with our next one. And making his way to the ring, representing Havoc, this is Peters Akira. And for those who have been keeping up with JCPW, Peters Akira and his tag team partner Gabriel Gallaretto have been involved in a very personal feud between them and J Money and the newly formed tag team of J Money and Joe Rivers. I mean, their first match together, Havoc won via count out. And I mean, the guys were not happy with that. J Money and Joe Rivers weren't happy with that. Neither was I, to be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys have been going back and forth. So currently, they are 1-for-1 in matches, because they lost the first match, but they won that second one. But that's not what we're here about. This is for the VW, because he has a very tough task ahead of him, because here is his opponent. And this is the A-lister, Logan Townsend, representing the Brat. That is the beautiful, rich and talented. Him and his sister, Kristen Townsend, who's having a really good spell currently in the women's division. Recently won a match, actually won a 4-way match on the last episode of JCPW. But this is now Logan Townsend's chance to shine. And for those who've been keeping on using, the name Logan has not been the best name as of recently. So is that going to follow through? We'll have to wait and see. So here we go, your second semi-final of the evening. Peter Zakira taking on Logan Townsend. Bell rings, and here we go. And Peter Zakira straight in with it, drops him down with a neck breaker. And over here, Logan Townsend's tan is looking quite dark. A lot darker than it has been the last few weeks. Here we go, Peter Zakira with a front face lock. And goes for the snap suplex. But like I said, Kira has been involved in a very huge rivalry with Joe Money and Jay Rivers. Sorry, J Money and Joe Rivers. I see Logan Townsend with the reversal. Drops it underneath the strike and follows it up with a huge elbow drop. Like I'd say, as you see, Logan Townsend goes in for the pin, but no, already gets the 2 count. Logan Townsend has been out of the spotlight for quite some time, and obviously he's not a person who likes that. So he did approach me with news of the VWU tournament. He did approach me, and he wanted to represent JCPW. To be honest, whether he wants to represent JCPW or just get himself another paycheck, I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see if he can pull it off and maybe walk out the victor of this match and go on and represent JCPW at VWU. So Peter Zakira blocks that with a 4 and then follows up with a forearm strike. Goes for the fisherman, but no, Northern Lights there from Logan Townsend. Logan Townsend just staring down his opponent, picking him up. What's he going for here? He's going to go for a suplex. Hits the suplex. Logan Townsend starting to slowly take control of the match. Drags his opponent round and drops him down. Elbow drop to the knee. Peter Zakira is a renowned striker, so taking out the leg is going to help his game plan. Reversal as the swat away. That ends. Zakira has him up, but no, reversal into the inverted DDT. Inverted reverse DDT and follows it with a standing moonsault. Peter Zakira is the most athletic of these. There's those strikes we're talking about. Irish whips him to the outside and then shoulder tackles him, sends him to the outside onto that wooden floor. The only mats we've got are those small ones you can see around the edge of the arena, around the edge of the ring. Akira sending his opponent back into the ring. A full elbow strike to the head. Now Akira now starting to take control. There's the alley-oop! That beautiful alley-oop move he likes to use. Just planting his opponent face first into the mat. But Townsend doesn't seem to affect Townsend much as he goes for an Enzu lariat there. Follows up with a pin off that lariat. Only gets the 1 count there. Gonna need to do a lot more to get any kind of to pin him off that. Logan Townsend going to the second. Drops now with a knee strike to the top of the head. And this is what we like about the A-lister. Admiring his work. Now has control of Peter Zakira. Snap mares him down and then a strike to the side of the head. Townsend got planche here, just driving his knee, and a little bit of a brag at the end of it as well. Drives his face first into the mat and a little bit of brag at the end of it. Oh, we know what this is. There is paycheck. That pump handle neck breaker, the paycheck. And let's crank it back on the head and neck. Not very surprised he didn't go for the pin off that paycheck move. Has him up on the shoulders. Goes to the fireman's, but again Akira able to reverse that and drops him down in that inverted reverse DDT. What's Akira doing? Oh, this is what I mean about the strikes. Huge spinning heel kick. That spinning back kick is right on the jaw. It's 1, 2. Oh, Tom Townsend just gets the shoulder up off that one. But that's what I mean about the striking ability of this opponent, of Peter Zakira. You know, he's got Plano brags to the crowd, trying to get a little bit of energy from the crowd. He goes in for the Northern Light suplex. Springboard's out, he's going to springboard back in. No, he's not, he's calling his opponent up. What's Zakira going for here? Springs in, flying forearm. Just caught Katzen with that. Just managed to catch him with a forearm. Didn't think he got all of it there. But Akira able to work down with that arm breaker. And then again with that. Oh! Oh my God! He might have broken Townsend's damn neck. Alley-oop into the turnbuckle. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we get a replay. That was absolutely brutal there from Peter Zakira. Townsend is out on his feet. Here he has him up. Throws him out. Is that Omega driver? There's no way. After the alley-oop, there's no way. It's 1, 2. There's the 3 count. Peter Zakira picks up the win. But ladies and gentlemen, that match was over 3 moves before this. This is the first of those alley-oops, just drives him face first into the mat. Is the Enzo Lariat there, that beautiful Northern Lariat thing, you want to call it. Western Lariat, Northern Lariat, whatever you want to call it. But wasn't enough, only got the 1 count. Is the striking ability, just like caught him on the chin. Absolutely nailed him with that spinning kick there. But as we can see on the replay, it wasn't enough to keep him down. Here it is. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Drives Townsend's face first into that turnbuckle off the alley-oop. Falls up the Omega. He moves on to the finals. So we have our finals, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Tiger Lee taking on Peters Akira for a spot in the VWU Tournament. But for now, we're going to take another short break. We'll be back right after this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the finals of this tournament, and it will be Tiger Lee Jacobs taking on Peters Akira. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to hang around. We're not going to go talk about how far they've got to it. Just watch the video, and we'll be right back because our first entrance coming up right now. And here is our first competitor for tonight's final. He went through hell. This guy has probably had the worst of this tournament. I mean, this guy was busted open in his first damn match, but he's managed to fight through. He got a really fluky victory or tactical victory, I don't know, over Xander Barnett to get to this point. So it is Tiger Lee Jacobs. I mean, this is his first major kind of tournament, major kind of thing within JCPW. I mean, this guy could be representing us in a nationwide, a national tournament. Whether he will answer the pressure, I do not know, but he does have a very tough task ahead of him. But like I said, ladies, and make his way to that is Tiger Lee Jacobs. Looking quite confident, to be honest. He's been stitched up. I mean, that guy did receive 3 to 4 stitches in the top of his head after his first match, and he's still out here fighting for a spot, but he's got to go through this person. He's got to go through Peters Akira, representing Havoc. I mean, he had a great match, but he's not as fresh. Whether that plays into this match, we do not know. But he has been using his alley-oop in so many vicious ways. I mean, straight slamming people face first in the turnbuckle. We saw that against Logan Townsend, and we've seen him do it so many times. So Akira does have that move in his back pocket, but can he go all the way and be the representative for JCPW? We'll just have to wait and see. So here we go. Tiger Lee Jacobs, Peters Akira. It's the final. Here we go. As you see, Peters Akira there. Irish whip the top turnbuckle, sends him to the bottom. He does have a huge power advantage. You can just tell that from the size of the guy. There's a snapmare into a drop kick to the back of the neck. Tiger Lee has got to use his pace. He's got to use that small frame, because as you can see, Peters Akira definitely does have a size advantage over his opponent tonight. There's that Northern Lights suplex. Akira. And then we have Akira Hurricane Rana. Akira is not one. He may be a bigger guy in this match, but he has got some speed. And super kick! Huge super kick. That's a striking ability of Peters Akira. We talk about Forza with a cannonball sent on. There's no denying, although he is the least fresh in this match, Tiger Lee is nursing an injury. He had a busted open face. That guy busted open his head. I see now. What's Tiger going for here? Oh! Snaps him with a beautiful swinging neck breaker. And stomps on me over. Stomps on the shoulder. That shoulder. Excuse me, there. The shoulder joint there. So Peters Akira off, falls up with a drop kick, pops up into a drop kick. And a strike to the back. What's he got planned here? Oh, rolls through. I thought he was going to go for the reverse Rana, but no, rolls through into the front Hurricane Rana. And now has control with the snapback. Goes the leg, drops it down with a foot DDT, working the knee, taking away Tiger Lee's speed, but only gets the 1 count there. He knew he wasn't getting pinned from that. It was just about his certain energy. He's got the head locked, but oh no, looks like Tiger's able to roll through. Escapes that one. Falls out with front face lock. Drops him down again. Basic, the amateur wrestling this guy is renowned for. Beautiful takedown there from Tiger Lee Jacobs. And then cracking back on the head and neck. Trying to rip his head off. I mean, this would be huge for Tiger Lee. Absolutely huge. I mean, a guy who's literally been in the company for a few weeks. But no, it's reversed as Peter Zagiru just sends him to the outside. Strikes there. Forearm. And oh, this is the power. Oh! Drops in. Stun guns him. Snake Eyes on to that exposed barricade. And he's like, oh, this being Warfare, we're in a smaller arena, so they aren't protected at all. That is pure steel to the throat and face of his opponent. Oh, there's the alley-oop. Oh, get into that top turnbuckle. Did you see the angle of Tiger Lee's body off that one? That was brutal. Again, follows up with a drop kick. Peter Zagiru can win this match already. Spins him round. Omega driver. There's no way. Tiger Lee is out. There's 1, 2. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Tiger Lee just gets that shoulder up. Peter Zagiru wondering what it's going to do. Thought that could have been it, but no. It looks like Tiger Lee's got some fight left in him. Reversal into that jawbreaker. What's he got planned here? Putting his opponent onto the top. What the hell is this? Superplex. Oh, no, no! Holds it! Oh! Brainbuster! Oh, he picks him, he's going for it again. And follows it up with another Brainbuster! Tiger Lee hitting those dual Brainbusters. Sorry, I went a little bit indie there on everybody else. A little bit El Generico. Oh, but looks like he's not finished. As the clothesline ducks under. Pops up into the drop kick. Tiger Lee trying to build up some momentum. Probably could have picked up the win off those brainbusters that didn't decide to, but they go crank it back on the head and neck. I think that was the lack of experience with Tiger. He could have had this match won. More than likely, he might have had it won. Reversal. Flip from Peter Zagiru. And now puts Tiger Lee on the top. What we're going to see here as an inverted suplex off the top rope and drops him down for the pin. There's 1, 2. Oh, only gets a 2 count. And there's a drop kick to the back of the neck there. There's one thing we can say about Tiger Lee. Oh, that's a springboard body press there. One thing we say about Tiger Lee, he has got some unreal resiliency, this guy. I see Peter's dropping down the elbows to the top of the head. They're working that stitch in. Maybe trying to bust him up again, I don't know. As for the alley-oop, but get off face first! Straight to the mat this time. I think that the elbows followed by that has busted open Tiger Lee once more. Working the knee of the Indian Deathlock. He didn't, just drops down to the knee. Trying to take up the speed. But I'm trying to get a closer look. Oh, and Tiger Lee just gets shoulder up. But I'm trying to take a quick look if I can't. I can't quite see it right now. But I think Tiger Lee's been busted open. Oh, if he isn't, now it will be busted. It is that beautiful Omega driver. Tiger Lee is out. Honestly, there's no way he's kicking out of this. There's 1. There's 2. Whoa! Wait a minute. He is busted wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Or is it wide? I think the stitching has been broken on the top of his head. He is broke. He's bust open. Tiger Lee is out on his feet. Obviously, Akira goes with a senton there. Cannonball senton off the top. How the hell is Tiger Lee still in this match? Has him on his shoulder. He's going to drop him down. Snake eyes over that top turn across the throat. But Tiger Lee again able to reverse that. Where's Tiger Lee fighting this from? Goes in for the pin. Maybe this is the last gasp. Not even a 2 count there. Maybe just trying to bide some time. But we've shot to the midsection. Standing C4 from Peter Zakira there. And he's dropping to the bottom. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, wait a minute. No. As it looks. Oh! Top rope spikes! Spikes Tiger Lee on his head. There's 1. He is out. 2. Whoa! Wait a minute. How is he kicking out of that? Tiger Lee is a bloody mess, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute bloody mess. That stitching has been busted wide open after that DDT. Omega driver. There is no way. If he kicks out of this, I will be shocked. There's a 3 count. In a sense, I'm so happy that match is over. A great win there for Peter Zakira. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a representative. Peter Zakira will be representing JCPW in the VWU upcoming tournament. I see those beautiful brain busters. Why he did not go for the pin off them, I do not know. Is that's the one that busted him open. Could have taken out a shoulder on that one. Caught his shoulder on the top there. But he was able to finish out with that beautiful hanging DDT off the table. But ladies and gentlemen, there is our representative for JCPW. It is Peter Zakira. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Warfare. We'll see you all right after this. Good night.